go. Where am I? Hey, Deborah. I'm like trying to get a good angle here, and it is just not working out. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? I'm good. It's cold here today. I'm sure not as cold as what everybody else is, but it's plenty cold. Well, I don't even think it's really that cold. It's just it's really windy. just did like 100 things today, and I was laying in bed and about to fall asleep, and I was like, nope, I cannot go to sleep this early. I will be up at midnight, wide awake, ready to start the day. So I thought instead of just sitting in my office crocheting and watching trash television that I would come on here and check in with everybody and see what everybody else was doing on a Saturday night. This is the granny. It's basically just a giant granny square. It's nothing but double crochets. 3 of them. And I'm just alternating variegated colors with solids. And it's basically a scrap blanket. I went and bought a couple of solids because I don't have a lot of solid yarn. So I bought 2. I didn't even have to buy them because I had free vouchers at Michael's. So I got 2 extra colors just to throw in there every once in a while. This is a bunch of yarn left over from some other projects that I'm just throwing together and hoping it all comes out. I've only had to remove 1 row so far because I was using an orange yarn and it was just too bright. I like to do something like this where it's just I don't have to think about it, you know. Like I made a bunch of sweaters for Christmas, and hats where I have to like keep count of stuff. And with this, I'm just like, hey, I got to get 3 double crochets in each space, and when I get to a corner, I have to do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then back to just the double crochets again. And I can do this without having to pay attention or count or measure. And if I accidentally put 4 in one, it's not the end of the world, you know. I just wanted something because, like, if I'm editing a video, I just don't like to sit there and just listen to myself and watch myself and make sure I don't say anything stupid or do anything stupid. So if I can have something to occupy my hands, and also if I'm just like watching a movie, I can't just sit and watch a movie. So this is something that I can do. I love the shell stitch. I started making a virus blanket, and that's basically, a elaborate shell stitch, and I was just like, it's so slow because you just have to. I mean, it's like 20 double crochets and go back and then put 2 crochets in every. Oh, I hate this hook. I was just like, ugh. And I should have started out with a bigger hook. I think I was using like a 5mm on the virus blanket, and it was not that great. We went shopping Wednesday for my birthday. Not Wednesday, Thursday. Went shopping Thursday for my birthday. I wanted to go to Joann's, and then I was just like, do I need more yarn? No. So we went to Target. We went to Michael's. I had $10 in vouchers at Michael's, which I didn't realize before I went there, so I didn't end up having to pay anything. And then we went and got lunch, and we're doing. Why does it look like there's a single right there? We're doing like a little birthday dinner at my mom's tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, she just came over and, she brought me some things, and Then we went off and I got some. I never buy clothes. I looked on Amazon for the last time I ordered t-shirts, and it was like April of 2021, and all my t-shirts are just like they've been washed way too many times. They've gotten too much paint on them. So I got some new t-shirts, and it was kind of a crappy day because it was just like gloomy and I did not feel good at all, but I wanted to do, you know, we go shopping every year for my birthday, so I wanted to at least try to do something. I have a bunch of, it's not baked. Is it ziti? I have a bunch of baked pasta in my, I meal prepped a bunch of it um, in my freezer. She's good. I'm surprised she's not on here. But she got young kids. They're probably doing something fun on a Saturday night instead of hanging out alone. I'm watching, I signed back up with Discovery Plus and I'm watching 1,000-Pound Sisters on TLC. And I watched like 4 episodes in a row and I was like, I gotta go do something else. It seems like the only time I've ever seen anything about that show is like people commenting on YouTube, and I was like, let me see what this is all about. So I started watching, and I was like, okay. He's sleeping. He got out of bed. I took him OUT, and then I came in here, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna get back in my bed. And I was like, okay. You do you. It's also infuriating because Tammy is so selfish. Like everybody else, but every time they're talking about her and she's like blaming everybody else for her problems, I'm just like, oh my god, you are a mess. Take some accountability. You're a grown adult. Very entitled and selfish. But I like Discovery Plus because I have TLC and HGTV and the Food Network and the DIY Network and a whole bunch of I mean that's the only reality TV I would watch is like DIY, home improvement, cooking stuff. And now I'm watching 1,000-Pound Sisters, which is got to be like the very worst of reality television. I was gonna use my Cricut today to do something, and I was just like, ugh. I need to buy another power cord because I took the power cord from my Cricut and I used it for the air pump on my laser engraver, and I was like, do I feel like moving that? I mean, it's not like it's a big thing to move one power cord back and forth. I was just like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. I hate this hook. I don't mind that it's metal. It's just I like ones that have a handle, and I don't have a plastic handle that's a 5.75. Yeah, like a rubber or plastic handle. I need to buy a nice, like I don't want to buy a set because I really like I use like a 5 through a 6.5, and then like an 8 and a 10. But I need to, every time I buy one, like if I go to Hobby Lobby and I find like a I can never remember where the star or the like, chain 3 is. 1, 2, 3. Like every time I buy one from Hobby Lobby, I come home and I'm like, nope, I don't like this. Like I'm super particular about them. Do I have scissors over here? Yeah, I do. Alright, so that's all the yarn I have left, which is not enough to go around again, but... So that's where I'm at right now. There's a lot of mustard colored in this one. I need to add some more gray, I think, but I'm gonna do this kind of dusty purple next, because I'm trying to go like the mustard color, and then this one's got a little bit of yellow in it, a little bit of gray, so I went into the gray, and then into this one which has the blue, into the blue, into this blue, and then into this that has yellow. So I'm trying to like control it a little bit, but not super controlled. Thanks, Deborah, for the super thanks, or whatever it's called. They actually started showing up during the chat, so it's like I used to not be able to see them. The one thing I'm not happy with is the center, because I think this is like a lighter weight worsted yarn, so it's like flimsy, but it's gonna be a decent size, you know, for just working on it when every once in a while. That's where I ended, so I want to start just over a little bit. Let's see how much yarn snot I can pull out of this ball, or if I can actually... Oh, is that the end? Nope, that's the other end. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's all kind of sirens out there. I love this yarn too, the Impeccable from Michaels. This is what I made my mom's cardigan for Christmas from, and it's so nice. How many yards is it? Because I mean, it's only like $4.99 a ball. It's 285 yards, and it's super soft. Oh my God, what are those sirens for? They sound like they're right in front of my house. Yeah, I like to just, like, especially stuff like this where I'm just like, do do do. And I like watching to see how it, like, especially, how the colors all come together. The only other blanket I made, like a full size blanket, was for my mom for Christmas last year. It was a German shell, um, and it took so long, and I kept running out of yarn, and I could not find it anywhere. It was a Red Heart Super Saver, one of the stripes. Oh, I don't think I could manage three at once. It was one of the stripes, and every time I went to go find the yarn, because I found it at Walmart, and I was like, okay, let me get like 2 or 3 of these, um, not knowing I would need like 8 or 9 of them. And every time I went back, they didn't have it. I couldn't find it anywhere online, and I was like, I am gonna like not be able to finish this blanket. But I eventually went to Walmart, and they had a bunch of it, and I was like, you know what, I'm buying it. So I have like 2 balls of that left over. I would think it was an ombre, but it went from like green to blue to. It was real pretty. It's somewhere on. I don't know if it's on YouTube or Instagram or something. I went to Walmart this morning to go get some more green tea and salmon, because that's all I'm eating now is green tea and salmon apparently. My office and my living room are like that. And I'm gonna move my chair up so maybe that'll make it a little bit more comfortable for me. It's just like I have so much stuff, and it's like every time I try to get organized, I'm just like, okay, I'm moving stuff from one end of the room to the other because I don't have any room for it. But I made a little bit of progress. Is I think if I can like decide to spend, like, don't be like, okay, this weekend I'm cleaning my whole craft room, or I'm cleaning my whole office, I'm cleaning my whole living room. If I can spend like a half an hour a day, um, like set a timer, work for half an hour, and when the timer goes off, you just stop, so it doesn't become so overwhelming. Like to listen to a podcast, listen to a book, listen to music, but don't like have the TV on or anything, because then you get all distracted. And I just every time I think about doing that, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just busy, but I can afford 30 minutes a day. was watching a video earlier where they were talking about like an organizing method where you set the timer for, I think they were doing like 15 minutes, and I was like, I literally could not, I can't even make it across my living room in 15 minutes. You want me to try to clean it in 15 minutes? But they were going like, okay, you spend 15 minutes on Monday in the kitchen, and then, on Tuesday you do your bedroom, and on Wednesday you do the bathrooms, and on Thursday you do this room. And I was like, I should do it, because I mean, like, if you tackled a little bit each day, it would never get so bad that you would have to like be like, okay, now I have to spend a week and a half cleaning my office. Which makes sense. It's just, I probably need like 45 minutes to feel like I've accomplished anything. Because I can like do the dishes and clean off the counters in the kitchen, and I can clean my bathroom super quick because, it's just me. There's not a lot of stuff everywhere. Scrub out the toilet, mop the floors real quick, clean out the sink. And like I can do the dishes. I try to do the dishes every morning because the hot water helps my hands when I first get up. So like while I'm reheating my freezer meals for breakfast, I do the dishes so my hands don't hurt so much. Oh, that completely fell apart right there. I've been cleaning a lot because I bought myself an O-Cedar mop, and now I'm like, I need to mop every day now. But in order to mop, I have to sweep. So I'm like, I need to sweep, and then I mop every day, and I don't know that it's entirely necessary, but I like the look of a nice clean floor. The part of the floor that doesn't have crafting crap all over it, or bags of stuff, or tubs of ornaments. But it does make me feel better, like accomplishing something. I hate when you start a new ball of yarn and like it doesn't come out smoothly until you get like a little bit into it. Oh my god, me too. I hate when I find a knot in the yarn, and I hate when I have like so much, like I threw away this whole big section of this whole big hunk of yarn because I just could not untangle it, and I was like, no. I said yarn is not that expensive for me to have to be doing this. Like when I pull out the center and like a whole, half the ball comes out. I think I'm gonna, because I have a bunch of pieces like this that are like the end of the skeins. I need to like wind them into balls and just make it easier on myself to work from them, because they're all over my desk and they're all tangled together. The three, yeah, one. I think balls are just easy to work from. Like if you wind it into a cake, I think those are just easy to work from. You just got to sit down and do it. think I'm gonna round this corner and then call it quits because my back is starting to hurt. I'm not used to sitting, like my arms are up and it's hurting my back. I'm used to kind of doing this in my lap. But yeah, at least I got a half an hour of, well no, yeah, it's a half an hour. I got a half an hour of work into it. It's about as much as I can do before my hands and my back and everything start to hurt. I like this purple. What is this called? Plum. Not very creative, but it's nice. I just wish my Michaels never has a lot of colors. I mean, I guess I could order them online if I really wanted them, but every Michaels around me is a mess. I had the hardest time finding enough to do my mom, because I think I needed like 6 balls for my mom's cardigan for Christmas, and I bought 4 because that's all they had, and then I couldn't find 2 more, and I had to go to like 3 Michaels to finally find them. Oh, split the yarn. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go eat some gonna go eat something and call it a night because I've been up forever. Tired. So there it is with the finished the variegated color and added the purple. That's cute. And I can work on that a little bit more tomorrow probably, or whenever. Thanks for hanging out with me, Deborah. It was nice talking to you and whoever else is hanging around and not talking. I'll see you guys on Monday with a new video. Wednesday has a new video, and I'll probably be live sometime, Tuesday, Wednesday night, something like that. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.